Morning. In this video, I tell about the cultivation of keera plant. In Kerala, keera plant is very much liked, and I observed certain things in cultivation of the keera plant. So, the content of this video, there is a idea that for any plant to grow, there are certain factors. The plant grows from the carbohydrate synthesized from the sunlight. So the maximum sunlight which keera plant gets, it grows very fast. So the idea is all blessings of growth are from above. So I will show you the actual cultivation of the plants. So this in this keera plants, there are certain plants which grow very well. These grow very well, whereas these are less growing. And also the amount of water given also, water drainage also. The proper drainage, just enough water, it grows properly. This is one of the best growth showing. And also it has got a seedlings. The seedlings are seen below the most shaded side. So shaded from the sun is good for small seedlings, small plants. But when it grows, it turns towards the sun. Just like a sunflower, it turns towards the sun. This turns all its leaves towards the sun. Now it is turning towards sun in the east. So when till midday noon, it directs like this, and evening it directs westward. Just like a sunflower plant, this keera plant also directs its leaves completely towards just like an antenna receiving signal. It moves, some mobile. It learns by itself. It is its habit, cultivated, made by nature. So it absorbs heat, sunlight, and produces carbohydrate and growth. This human beings eat as food and get energy. So the keera plant just takes energy from the sun, produces carbohydrate, and human beings and other animals get this energy from carbohydrate diet. So there are other plants and also the weeds. So I don't remove the weeds, but one thing to be known is it does not direct towards the sun directly. It directs towards the diffuse sunlight, that blue sky. So this is the observation I made, and all pots don't grow alike. Some pot have got good growth. That's about six vessels full of this sand, and it is compost also. Somewhat it's chagri chor. That's a cocopeat compost. Cocopeat I bought for cultivation some. My previous videos, you have seen the long-term pyre krishi video is there. So I will occasionally circulate it new in media, so you can see that. Or you can see the long-term pyre krishi. Dirgala Payarkashi, you type in the YouTube search Dirgala Payarkashi Abhi George. So you will get that video. Any video, any of my videos, about 420 videos, so many interesting videos are there. Just like I travel through life, the things and principles I come to, I share in this YouTube, my channel. My channel is Abhi George, one big capital A in brown round. Abhi George YouTube. Now for 30 videos. I just revised my videos because initially I told in the Malayalam, but later I thought it should be understood by all over India, all over the world. So I speak in English now. So I get more views. So you can access that Abhi George YouTube for 20 videos. There are so many 25 Abhi Georges in YouTube, but Abhi George YouTube 429 videos, only one. That brown capital A round and video number is 420. It changing. So you can access that. In the Dirgala Payarkashi, I had used this cocoa peat. But I was now away for some time, about 10.5 months I was in Ernakulam district. So I could not continue with this. So now it is shut down. So I just had 12 days ago planted this, all these things. And I daily give 4 times sprinkle. I use no sprinkler, one bucket and the finger I just move like this and it sprinkles. Just sprinkle, ordinary. That's all. 4 times I again and again give, and that saturates it. And the thing is, I find in houses and in big cultivation, I found an idea that if you construct platforms or roofs, just like narrow roofs, several strips, long strips in east-west direction, and in the southern side there is a diffused light. So if I have a plan like that, if I get to implement that plan myself, so I think it will be a very profitable idea. So with enough water and this maximum growth can be. So within 12 days, it has grown like this, isn't it? Within 10 to 12 days more, and I am planning to add some compost. I made compost of household vegetable cuttings and waste. I put in big jars, and it is now compost. So I am planning to put this compost to this and it may grow. So instead of going and buying in the shops kilo 30-40 rupees, anyone can grow in their terrace or their compound using this method. And nothing much. Take some this small seedlings and plant and daily water, single time before the sunrise. So it takes 5 minutes. So I used in the previous videos. I used to tell about fish, ornamental fish growing, etc. Guppy fish. That guppy fish was here in these tanks about 2 years, nearly 2 years, and still surveying. It generates. Only thing is that we have to, in guppy generation, we have to, that's kept over fences, this guppy breeding. So I put this in this black bucket, bowls, and it's separated from the small fish, small young ones of the fish from big fishes, so that it did not eat. So that it continued for about 2 years. Black guppy, that is, I read black guppy, and black guppy is one you need not care for, because if you keep it in a terrace, In the morning the algae will come, then the atoms, small organism, Daphnia, etc. will come in the aquarium by itself. So the food is will grow. In the morning they will have plenty of food, and if you give fish food, that's good, and need not change water also, because this type of vessel, the air goes and saturates the upper part of the water, and also the guppy fish has got some breathing capacity of air. Air also it can breathe. So no aerator or no current loss. So that's my uh, cultivation of plants, and this species has come up to this point. Now it is shut down, and it is 2 weeks shutdown. It has come, but I now find that every year this time, April, May, June, and 3 or 4 months it is shut down. My calculation, it will go on for 10 years, 20 years like this. So the main idea, the last tailpiece in this story, in this video, is that everything comes from above. Sunlight, energy, or blessings comes from above for those who obey the nature's laws. I compare this to growing plants and blessings from and rich, prosperous, noble living. It is also like that. Prayers are needed. Simply planting this without calculation, without knowledge, will result in some half without results. You are not sure about the outcome. But if you follow these principles, that if you plant 10 things, about 2 or 3 buckets will be successful, and you have to care daily for long term. So I have an opinion that if someone or myself use this for long term, we need not wait for Nyatuvela or anything, because we are giving this water. So instead of pumping, if a natural source of water is there, then that will be good. So it is a good idea if you follow the scientific principles. The main point is the plants don't face directly the sun, unlike sunflowers, but it follows the maximum diffused light. Maximum diffused light, that is from the blue sky. So the south side of the roof, I don't suggest greenhouse. You can use green panels, plastic, but small strips, east-west strips. And if you plant in a 2 acre, 3 acre, it's a big reaping possibility. Only thing is that it should be sold within 1 or 2 days. So you can plant in several maturing in every week or every 2 days. You can plant that. Cultivate, not cultivate 1 acre completely, but in parts. One part, next after 1 week it will mature, like that. So you can sell, or you or me can sell it without being damaged, and a continuous supply of is keera throughout the year, any number of years.